All right, I'm going to tell you how cowboys deal with trouble. Cowboy culture, how do you deal with trouble? Because earlier today I was walking by somebody who called names after my dog and I. The guy was just belligerent and insulting, and I just turned and looked at him, nodded my head, and got in my van and drove off. Problem solved. It's how cowboys deal with it. I'll tell you a cowboy story. Aren't you glad you came by? All right, there's a story of this treasure mountain, this treasure that was found, and no one was able to haul it out, but people still knew where it was at. And this one cowboy started to head for it. Now these four desperados were going to follow him to the treasure, and when he found it, they were going to take it, because they didn't quite know where it was, but they knew the cowboy did. And now the cowboy all this while knows that these people are following him to steal from him, to maybe kill him. And he just keeps doing his thing. He just keeps heading to the mountains. He gets higher and higher up. It's harder to find shelter. It's less firewood. It's slower going, so food starts to run low. It's real miserable traveling. And all the while, sometimes these desperados get closer and closer and catch up, and sometimes they fall behind. And there's times when the cowboy could have just turned around and dealt with them. But he just kept doing what he was doing. He was going to get that treasure out for his family. And when he finally got it and turned around to come back out, those desperados were nowhere to be seen. They had turned back. They couldn't make it. They weren't good enough. They weren't strong enough. They weren't a real threat. It felt like it, but they weren't. So, a cowboy does not go looking for trouble. A cowboy, even if a cowboy knows there is trouble, there's going to be trouble with this person, that person's going to have to bring trouble all the way to him. A cowboy is not going to meet that trouble halfway, because sometimes if trouble goes all the way to you, trouble gets tired out. It's easier to whoop